Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Mars for December 2021. This reading can also be valid for any other time you find this reading. So if this resonates for you, then take what helps you and take what you can work with and leave the rest here. I will talk about general energies in the beginning of the reading, and I will talk about love and love relationship energies in the second part of the reading, and I will also touch on the astrology a little bit. So stay tuned for the end of the reading. I will pull some charms exclusively here for the English speaking community. I have a German speaking channel as well, so check that out in the description box. That's also the reason why the cards are already out. And now, without further ado, let's get started. We have a really nice energy here in general for you coming in with two aces, the Ace of Discs and the Ace of Swords. I love this. This speaks about new beginnings, a new understanding, an opportunity, a door opening. I always say that the aces are doors opening. We have to still step into it. We still have to go through the door. But this is definitely opportunities shown, especially with the Ace of Pentacles here. It is a card of maybe a new material path where you find a new way to make money, or you start a new job or project that could make you money in the long haul. Or also what I see strongly here with these two aces, with the Ace of Swords, it could be a new educational path where you build something on the long term, because the swords are about information, learning, the logical mind, the mind itself. So this could definitely be a new path when it comes to maybe getting more education that helps you in the long run to make more money. If you have an opportunity that presents itself right now, I think this could really lead you also emotionally to a really good place here with the Ten of Cups. So yeah, speaking of the Ten of Cups, emotionally there is a big emphasis on how you get fulfillment, satiety and a sense of wholeness when it comes to your emotional world. Also in general, but of course the Ten of Cups also speaks about relationships, how we share our emotions with other people, close people. But in general it is sense of belonging emotionally, and also feeling good, feeling safe, feeling whole, I want to say. In your case, in December, there is a lot going on because the Sun is coming into your sign, and also Venus is in your sign. Also Mercury is coming in your sign. So there is an emphasis on love. There is an emphasis on communication as well with the Ace of Swords. And we have, which is pretty interesting, in November, Juno, the asteroid of marriage and long-term relationships also went into your sign. And then on the 19th of December, Venus also is going retrograde. So we might really go back here into the past when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. Maybe figure out old issues of the past, maybe close up a cycle, or find a new way to deal with old issues when it comes to love. That's also what I see here with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. A new understanding, a new chance to make things better, or have things happen differently. And there's definitely some sense of renewal here with the aces, and the underlying energy here, or the end goal. I want to say the end goal, especially in December here, is how do I feel good about myself and about the people surrounding me? How do I feel happy? How do I feel content? How do I feel fulfilled? This is the Ten of Cups. So also Jupiter is going to Pisces, so that might there's a lot going on actually in December. Jupiter is going to Pisces, or is going direct in Pisces. No, actually Jupiter is moving into Pisces, I'm sorry. So there is a sense of letting ourselves dream and letting our dreams grow also in reality, and expand our dreams and our fantasy and our dream consciousness. And being lucky also when it comes to our dreams. So there is a lot of positive energy by the end of the month, also coming in with this Jupiter going into Pisces, and Chiron is also moving direct. So there's a lot of healing energy, growing energy, lucky energy in general in astrology here. With Venus going retrograde, as I said, in your sign, there might be a little bit of a I want to say threshold when it comes to love, but it is necessary to kind of go back and resolve old issues to be able to move forward. And you will now find answers in the past with Venus moving retrograde. So let's look at a love situation. We have a 7 of Pentacles here. We do have on the other side, this is the other person, the other energy, the Priestess of Swords, and we have a Temperance card in reverse. Also the Strength card came out, that fell kind of out of the picture. So there is this sense of energy from the past, maybe a person from the past, or a moment from the past where you felt like you might not fully be able, or you might not have been able to fully control your instincts, your more animalistic drive, also sexual drive, your inner lust. That's also the Strength card, and maybe it was hard in the past to fully control that, and therefore you kind of lost the grip of connection. That's what's coming through. It's very weird, but this has for me a lot to do, this card, with a very natural animalistic sort of sexuality that we are meeting normally with a gentleness, and therefore we are able to control that beast within us. And in this case, maybe that was not so much the case. This often results in drama, or in like being hyper attracted to the person and then all of a sudden not anymore, and stuff like that. So now you're in a position where you kind of assess the situation. It's an assessment position for me, the 7 of Discs. In this card, I think it's nice. This person is pregnant. She's really waiting for what's growing within her, and something to materialize within her that she can bring out. Also, at the same time, she's in the middle of all these fruits, that she is looking at what actually grew, what didn't, and she is trying to assess the situation and taking a step back, resting and looking at the situation very carefully. What are the results? What are the actual results of that connection? And what is good, what is bad, and what is mediocre, or what is so-so. This other person might be an air sign. You might be dealing with a Libra, an Aquarius, or a Gemini. Gemini comes out strongly here, also with this Gemini dice. The High Priest, not the High Priestess, the Priestess of Swords, I'm sorry, is the Queen of Swords. So she is a very well thought through, analytical type of person. She lets things come her way. So maybe this other person is now really very carefully assessing and analyzing all the information that's coming their way. At the same time, the Priestess of Swords is fair in her communication, honest and direct. Has good timing as well. It's not just like saying things for the sake of saying them, but knows in which moment to say what. And she's very careful also about being fair, and she knows how to use her words. So this other person might be a little detached. I get a little bit of a detached feeling, especially with this very wintry card here. But at the same time, she's really using her wisdom, her higher knowledge here with this owl, to be able to understand this connection on a higher level, I want to say. Because there is really this element of a higher level, higher knowledge when it comes to this person. They might be also seeking knowledge and inspiration in all kinds of places. they might, because it comes through that they're turning their back a little bit to you, towards you right now, but you're also in a position where you are not really very actively working towards them. So maybe there is a moment of a very clear communication by the middle of the month with the Ace of Swords here. That could very well be. And what mirrors you right now and what brings you together in a way is this sense of the needing to heal. Maybe there is a need to heal this particular connection with the Temperance card in reverse, or there is an understanding that this is not the right combination right now of energies for both of you. So there is still patience to be gained within yourselves. I think both of you might have a little bit of a feeling of impatience. At the same time, you understand that this connection cannot come together as something on a higher level, because the Judgment, the Temperance card, I'm sorry, is also talking about combining things in a way that you step into a higher divine sort of healed energy and masterful energy. So I think there's still some inner work to do. This person might have to process on a mental level. You might have to process or to look at the actual results. And with the Temperance card, you're really trying to master something within yourself, that this can be a successful connection. But in December, I think it's gonna take a little bit of patience still. And it's probably a smart thing to look within yourself and look at all the results for both of you to understand how this is moving forward, or if there is an opportunity to move this forward into your emotional fulfillment. As I said, with these two aces, there's definitely an opportunity, a chance, a new understanding. With the Temperance card in reverse, there's not the right mix here just yet. You know, that's how it really feels like. Where you're trying to figure out how you can blend this together also, how this is interlaceable. Interesting, yeah, that's what I also get here. And how you can really trigger that forward drive in this connection. So the two of the Gemini charm that fell here on your side, it's about communication, getting to know the other person, getting information, gathering information, learning, teaching also. So this is really about, I think, you trying to gain information within yourself and also about the other person. Communication is really important here. It is highlighted especially with this Priestess of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This person might wait for communication from you, because the Priestess is often in a waiting position or in a receiving position. So yeah, this person might be waiting for you to communicate. And with the 11th house, maybe there is something came through in the German reading which was interesting. Maybe there is some sense of, maybe this is more like a friendship kind of connection, and you're trying to figure out if there is more. Maybe you know this person through community, friendship, stuff, not very close. And with the 11th house, we also have technology, progressive thinking. So maybe that's something this person is all about. Then we have, as an advice card, time for a nap together with this Pluto energy. And I realized that Pluto is still in your sign. So Pluto is a very intense planet. And Pluto takes us in really the depths of our being, into the darker energies, into what's hidden. And it's very fierce and forceful and strong, and can really wear us out. And I think this is what Time for a Nap is saying. So take your time. If you go really deep, if you feel like there is deep transformation happening, there is really intense, exhausting moments of truth coming through, which is the Ace of Swords can definitely be that. Take time to rest, take time to integrate, take a nap. Earth signs are signs that really are good at decompressing by sleeping and resting their body, and also psychically or psychologically recovering and regenerating. So take a nap. Take a nap. I think that's a good idea here with Pluto in your sign. And Pluto in your sign, that's just an exhausting thing, to be honest. It's not the easiest. So it's a very forceful, intense energy. And then we also have this quote from famous women. This is in German, but I will translate as good as I can. This is a calendar that I bought, I think, a couple of years ago, I'm not sure. And we have dates here as well, so it's quotes of famous women. So we have here 5th of December, maybe that's a date that is important for you. And it says, dangers are only waiting for the ones who don't know how to react to life. That's Audrey Hepburn, which is very interesting. So I think, yes, there is an element of taking a risk, or understanding that nothing is really dangerous if you're ready to react. And if you are just ready to face it. And then we have, after all these years as a woman, in which I heard that I'm not thin enough, or I'm not skinny enough, I'm not beautiful enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not this or that enough. One morning I woke up and I thought I am enough, period. That's Anna Quindlen, 25th of January. So yeah, you're enough either way. This is a reminder. You might already know this, and this is not news for you, but here is another reminder that you are enough. Especially with the 7 of Pentacles energy, we can, if that switches into a darker energy, we can sometimes get too self-critical. So beware that you're not too self-critical. I know Capricorn is very hard on themselves often, so you're enough. Okay, let's pull some charms. I will put this away a little bit. Not so many wanted to come out. It's interesting. I hear "Start Your Engines" because I listened to this song a million times today. It's a really good song. You should look it up. It's this anti-folky cabaret band Ching Chong song. I will link it in the description box. From Brooklyn, that I was actually in at some point in my life, which always blows my mind. And it's called "Start Your Engines." I will link it in the description box. Because I think there is some element in this connection with this battery that came face down. This is this battery thing. That some lusty moment in a connection was not initiated, or not ignited, or not fully. There is some element of holding back force, and the spark not being lighted, something like that. So the engines cannot start. Interesting. It's important to really show your authentic self through communication, I think also to this person and what you want. And this other person is really trying to ground themselves, and they are very grounded as well. I think they might seem a little distanced, but in reality they're just very grounded person. The Priestess of Swords is a very strong character. This is my grounding charm. They might be grounded in their community, in their way they relate to colleagues and stuff. So maybe that's where they feel grounded, and maybe they feel like even that this is a little far apart from your circle or something. I don't know. It's coming through. Yeah, be clear and authentic in expressing yourself and what you want and showing yourself. Don't hold back. This is a lucky charm, you know, and it fell to the love stone here. So this is a lucky moment in love, an expansion moment, and it's expanding your mind as well. This is also a consciousness mind expanding charm, but also lucky charm for Jupiter. And it can even feel a little psychedelic, you know, a little out of body kind of realization for you here with this Ace of Swords as well. Nice, very nice. Okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for being here. Please, please, please like, subscribe, comment. You know how much it means and how much it helps here to support. Other ways to support this channel you find in the description box below. Thank you so much for being here. Every like counts, every comment, and I hope that I could give you a little more insight. Thank you so much for always coming back, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.